Hi guys, third attempt. Hopefully this one will work out. My name's Yvonne and I'm just going to invite some people from our group, and if you join in, just invite your teams or whatever, and I'm just gonna get through it real fast because most people will probably be rewatchers, so or replay watchers, so I'll just go real quick. So it's about time management. I've been seeing on a lot of our chats that people are struggling with so much to do, and how do I fit it into my schedule, and how to make it work basically. Hi Kristen, if you could please invite people, that would be really nice. So then, and the key for everything is to plan ahead. If we don't plan ahead, we're going to be running on emotions and on how we feel at the time, and that kind of stuff, and that only makes like impulse decisions instead of smart decisions. So run your life like a business. I mean, our business intertwines with our life, and our life is going to get in the way of how we run our business. And if we signed up, it's because we have high hopes for this to work out for us. I mean, I think majority of us has signed up, and we want to make it. We want to provide for our families. We want to promote. We want to do all these things. So then there are certain steps that we need to take to be smart about it and get there as fast as we can, right? I mean, it depends on other people as well, but a lot of it has to do with us. And what do I mean by run your life like a business? It's have like a day of the week that you're gonna sit down and think of all the logistics of that week. So laundry, grocery shopping, meal prep. What are you if you're a stay-at-home mom, what are you going to eat? So then like think of like quick meals that you can have, so you can still take care of yourself but be productive with your kids or your family or whatever you have to do. Doctor appointments, rides, who's gonna take the kids to school, who's gonna pick them up, all that kind of stuff. Just plan ahead and have it written down. If it's something that your husband's going to do, that's on him, and then that's what he takes care of. And this doesn't mean that obviously surprises and things happen all the time, but we just, as long as we have a plan, it's a lot easier to work through things when they come up. If you don't plan your week, like I said earlier, you'll be running on reactive mode. So you're going to be just responding, allowing your emotions and other people to impulses to run your decisions instead of you making smart decisions that you planned for. And plan ahead. Like if your kid's not feeling well in the morning and you think that you might have to go pick them up, plan ahead, do your thing early so that you can still do the goals for that day without that throwing your whole day off. Empty the trash can. A lot of times we keep putting stuff on, and the to-do list on your head just keeps growing and growing and growing, and we cannot make smart decisions and if we're feeling overwhelmed. If we're just like constantly going through this to-do list in our head, we cannot think about the things that are going to make our business better or our life better. So just grab a piece of paper and just all the things that are just going through your head, like just, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. But because you already planned ahead, that will help to diminish those things from your to-do list that you don't want to forget in your head thing. But hi Desiree. You can't do big things and think of how to make it happen if you're carrying the to-do list in your head. You can't think big because you're thinking of all the minutia little detailed things that that contribute to your life, but will also hinder your big picture view. Exercise. I know that we're like, well, I don't have time to exercise. It's been scientifically proven that 20 minutes a day will change the plasticity of your brain, and you'll be able to make better decisions and quicker decisions by doing that. And you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to do all this, just 20 minutes, just do a quick little workout, 20 minutes a day, fit it in somewhere, get up earlier, go to bed late, whatever way that you can fit it in, that's going to really benefit your life. And then, okay, well, all this stuff, so then now what, right? So here's like how I do it, and it works well for me, and it works well for a lot of people. Making a priority list instead of a to-do list. So on my planner, one day of the week, I sit down and then write down all the logistic stuff, right? And then usually on the same day, but myself, like that one, sometimes my husband sits with me and it's like, okay, this is for you. Is it easier for you? What time do you get off work? Yada, yada, on the logistic one. And it only takes like 15, 20 minutes to get it all figured out. It's not like hours worth of work doing it, right? But it takes so much time away from your week if you're not figure those things out already, like who's gonna pack lunch, yada yada yada. So this one I do on my own, and it's my priority list. So then what I do is instead of the to-do list is gonna get done anyways. So focus on your priority list for your business so that this can be good for you. So then write down your number one priority on your planner. You're going to write down your number one priority, and then you're going to write down, why is this your number one priority? Like, why is this the one thing that you have to do that is going to make your thing better, your business better, or your whatever that you're going to. And you can have multiple ones, like one for your business and one for your household, whatever way you want to run it. And then and the writing why is very, very important, because when we feel like we don't want to do it, when we're like scared to press the like button, or when we're like scared to call the girl that we're supposed to call and follow up on, or to close a sale with somebody, or talk to the person that you know that would do so well in your team, but you're so intimidated to talk to, when all that anxiety and all that, oh gosh, I don't want to do it, comes up, you will have it down and you'll be able to say, no, I have to do it because this is this and this and this, whatever you wrote down, and why this is a priority for you. And then number two, you're going to write two actions that are going to support your number one priority. So I'll give you an example of mine just so that you have it, right? So this is my calendar, and I have here my daily tasks. So these are like no budging. This is what I do. So daily task, friend 3 to 5 people, post in the groups that I'm a member of. That's in my daily tasks. I'll put it down because the light's going crazy. And then interact with 5 people personally. So I'll just go dig in through people, especially the new people that I just added, and then I'll just go and send them a private message or go on their Facebook and do it. And then 30 minutes of personal development. So I have books, they're right there. So I'll sit in here, set my timer, and I have this handy dandy timer, and it just counts backwards, and then it just tells me when it's done and my time's up. I use that timer for my 15 minutes on Facebook in the morning, my 15 minutes of Facebook in the middle of the day, and then at night the 30 minutes. That way I'm scheduled and I am on track. I can spend all day on Facebook, and guess what? I'm not gonna make a sale from being on Facebook all day. I can be on Facebook just perusing and liking things and whatever. That's not benefiting my business in a huge way. You know, you want big changes, you gotta commit to certain steps and do them. And then, okay, my priority this month is I want to be a director. I've been waiting, I want to do it. So what are my 2 tasks that I can do to make that happen? Is go live, and then I wrote why, because I want to increase my PRV. I need a higher PRV, so I need to do that, right? So then and these 2 tasks are going to support my main goal. And then meet or phone 3 people, because I want to grow my team. So when I am, again, anxiety and overwhelmed and all this stuff, it's like, no, but you want this. How bad do you want this? Then one's going to take over the other one. And if I'm going to give in to my anxiety and go crawl in my bed and feel like crud, then that's a choice that I'm making, but then I'm going to have consequences, and I need to own my choices. I feel like a lot of times we can all have hundreds of excuses and reasons as to why we don't want to do certain things. I have this autoimmune diseases. Okay. I'm in pain. Okay. I have kids. I have this. We all have I have depression. I have anxiety. I have ADD. We all have a bunch of different things going on in our lives. Our kids have their own stuff going on. Our husbands have their own things going on. And usually we as women are the ones that kind of hold it all together. So we have all that emotional dump on us. That's why it's so important that we plan it and we don't compromise. We're making a commitment with ourselves. All our leaders and whomever, I'm sure that, I mean, they want us to do all these things, you know, but ultimately you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you want to succeed. They can't do it for you. They can't go onto your Facebook login and make the posts for you. They can give you suggestions. They can give you trainings. They can give you steps and tools on how to do things. But ultimately, it's up to us to do it or not do it. And if we choose not to do it, instead of coming up with excuses, I think we just need to own it. You know, it's like, maybe I don't want it as bad as I thought that I wanted it. And that's okay too. If you're like, I'm going to do this, and then like a week in the month, you're like, I'm going to go grab my blanket and go lay down because I'm feeling sorry for myself. That's not going to get you where you want to be. And then the last week, you're like, okay, I'm back. It's like you wasted 2 weeks, you know, and you can always come back, but it's going to take you a little bit longer to get it going again because people might not even remember that you were selling this. People might think that you're not even doing it anymore. A lot of people quit after like a few months. They give it a shot and they quit, not on LimeLight as much as with other companies, but that's the precedent that's been set with people. But that's that. I have, again, focus on what your priority is, your number one priority, get 2 action steps, and then number 3, write everything else. Just write everything else that needs to get done. It'll get done. Believe me, it'll get done. Somehow it just happens. But that's not the priority. The priority is whatever your number one priority is, and it's going to be different for all of us. You know, if your priority is to engage with some of your community leaders so that they can host a party because they know a lot of people and that will be really good for you, then you're going to start working towards that. It's like, what are 2 steps that are going to get me to that? Or what, you know, so it's going to be different for everybody. How many parties are you going to have at your house? How many events or like outside events are you going to do this month? All that stuff needs to be written down on your big plan, and then plan for your week. I said my priority is to go live, so then I already planned my lives. So then I figured out, okay, what are the products that I want to focus on? Okay, so then today I'm going to do this live, then the next day this live, and they all support the end goal, which is higher PRV, hopefully, and then grow my team, you know. And if that doesn't happen, I know I tried as hard as I could, and it just didn't happen because obviously I can't go take raw people and make them buy my stuff. But I can apply all the things that I've learned to try to have them sell and try the products and how am I going to expose them to the products and stuff like that. But at the end of the month, if it didn't happen, I know that I tried as hard as I could and I had a plan to make it happen, and it just didn't happen. Sometimes it's not going to happen. But I'm not going to have the, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, they're telling us this is the biggest month. And within, like in the first week, I already had the PRV that we had the month before for the whole month. It's crazy. So why not take advantage of this opportunity and this growth by planning ahead? And again, just plan it and then do it. And it's good to have which lives, going live, I mean, we all know it's super important. But a lot of times we waste a lot of time trying to figure out what we're going to go live on, and we shoot from the hip, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But it's better to know what you're going to go live on, because then you have it in your head and you're like, okay, so lippies today. So then you just go over whatever, you have your stuff set up, whatever you're going to do, and then boom, okay, live. So then your only concern now is going to be to press the live button instead of, what am I going to do today? Or how do I, it takes more time. You're wasting more time than if you have a commitment as to what, and not that it's not flexible. I mean, if something goes out of stock, I'm not going to do a live on that thing that they can't even buy, right? So things are going to be pliable and movable, but at least have some kind of plan as to how you want to do it. And that's that. I mean, that's just how I'm doing this. And if you're thinking of like starting a YouTube channel or starting a website or whatever, add those things to your plan as tasks, but those might not be your priority. Your priority might be whatever it is, you know. But if that's your priority, then make 2 steps that are going to make that better. So that's that. And I hope this is helpful and relieves some stress, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.